9.4 is using a calculator to rename fractions as percents. So the objective is to reinforce renaming fractions as percents using a calculator, and to introduce solving number stories involving discounts expressed as percents. Let's look at some percent of problems. 50% of 60. Well, 50% is half, so half of 60 is 30. 100% of 60. Well, if you have 100% of 60, you have all of it, so you have 60. 10% of 60. One little way I'm going to show you how you could figure this is, since it's 10%, and if I took 60 times 0.10, I would know that really I'm moving that decimal over to the right one place value, so 10% of 60 would be 6. 20% of 60. Well, if 10% is 6, 20% is double 10%, so my answer should be doubled also to 12. 25% of 40, that means a fourth of 40. So what number can I add 4 times to get 40? Well, the number 10. 75% of 40. Well, 75 is 3 of 25s, so 75% of 40 would be 10 times 3, which is 30. 25% of 32, that's a fourth of 32. So 4 times what is 32? 4 times 8. So 8 is 25% of 32. 75% of 32. Well, 25 times 3 is 75, so 8 times 3 is 24. 20% of 150, well, I took 150 times 0.20, and I would come up with 30. 40% of 110, well, I'd take 0.40 times 110, and I would come up with 44. 5% of 20, well, 0.05 times 20 would give me 1. And 15% of 10, well, 10% of 10 would be 1. So 15% would be 1.5. With the percent key on your calculator, find a way to rename 1/4 as a percent. And then write that method on a post-it note or a scrap sheet of paper. I want you to notice down below that a decimal, if it says 0.67, if you figure out that that is 67, it's 67%. So I'm moving that decimal 2 places to the right. Look at the next one. Same thing. If I am looking at 37.5, to change that to a percent, I'm moving over 1, 2 for 37.5 or 37.5%. And again, if I move it over 2 places to the right, sorry for my lines, it's 16.66, which is 16.66%. So let's go into our math journals and look at page 256. It reads, a store is offering a discount of 10% on all items. This means that you save 1/10 of the regular price. Find the sale price of each item below. The sale price is the amount you pay after subtracting the discount from the regular price. So if the notice on the CD player, they said that it was originally $140. If I move that decimal point in to come up with that 10%, I come up with $14. So that's my first step. Notice my discount here, it even agrees with me, it says $14. Now I need to take the $140 minus the $14 to come up with what I'm actually going to pay, which is going to be $126. So for the next one, for the giant screen TV, again, we're only doing a 10% discount, so we're moving in at one place value. So my discount is $120. Make sure to use your $sign, because that's what we're talking about, is we're talking about money. Look how I'm quickly going back and adding those. So now my actual price is going to be that $1,200 minus the $120, which gives me the price I'm actually going to pay of $1,080. Make sure you go back and put your $signs in. You should be able to pause the recording here and do it step by step with the $8, but I am going to show you how to reverse it to figure out your regular price. Well, if it's $3 but it's a 10% discount, your original price should be $30. And if we check it with the way we did the other ones, I go over one place. Yes, that is my 10% discount. So my number model is going to be 30 minus the 3, which means that the actual price I'm paying for that $30 suggested retail item, the DVD player, is actually going to end up costing me $27. Try to finish the rest of the problems on your page and then go check your answer with the answer key. After you've checked the answer key, go ahead and do your math boxes. Remember, these are reviews of skills you've already been taught. The SRB, your student reference books, has pages here listed in case you need help with any of those boxes for reminders on how to do them. And if you don't get it by looking at that, feel free to come back to me at the table. The final step you're going to do for 9-4 is go do the study link. Pay attention, it says do not use a calculator to convert these fractions to percents. And then the second part says do use a calculator. So this part right here, make sure you're seeing it says do not use a calculator. And for this one it says use a calculator. Alright, again down for 14 through 17, it says do not use a calculator. And then please finish the page by doing the practice on the bottom. Thank you.